Divine Sunshine giving you the keys to union on Divine Unisouls 11. All right, so I already picked the card out because Spirit had told me to do so. Let me do this down a little bit. Okay, because I got all my stuff here. Okay, so again, attacks. Ooh, I forgot one thing. Let me light my candle. And then we ready to rock and roll. Okay, so attack. Today's card I pick over for source. Source wants us to deal with how we're feeling. Some of us might feel right now that we're attacked. The pain, the fear, the judgment of in any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay, so what we're doing here is again understanding that some of us, and that's interesting. One of my parents just told me they was feeling very overwhelmed by what is going on now between work, what's going on in the world, her trying to help her kids with their work, homework assignments. It's been very overwhelming to her. So this really helps me to kind of get an understanding that right now separation, as far as what they're talking about in this card here, calls for help. To me, when I mix it around, it's almost like the soul train thing is like right now separation is good, because if you're feeling all those things, you're feeling attacked, you're feeling pain, you're feeling fear, you're feeling judgment at this time, it's time for separation. Now, it could be separation from your divine counterpart, or you constantly having that obsessive thinking, as Kurt says, from Twin Flame All Stars, or just life is overwhelming, the news and the media and the social media is just getting too much, and you're just saying, I need to just stop. I hear the sound, I just want to stop. The world just ain't right with you, babe. I just want to stop for your love. So I'm hearing that. So you want to, at this time, you want to stop so you can be able to get back in touch with the love that you have within, and so you can resonate and bring your vibrations much higher. Because we have to remember again that us as light workers, that it is much needed that we stay in that high vibration at all times. And we understand that sometimes we have those moments. I had that moment as well, and I had to kind of lean on. I was trying to battle something, and Kathy D had to kind of really help me out. Hey, Jupiter 1111, good morning. So she had to kind of help me out with some things that I was battling with the DM, and to kind of put things into perspective. And so right now they're saying separation is good. Let's look and see what's happening with the heart of matter. And I know with you all, separation is like the four letter is the bad word for some of us. No, not separation, but we have to think about sometimes we have to separate for those things clear that no longer serve us, that are no longer good for us. So those things are Grand Rising, Ethereal Sources 77777. Okay, so what's going on with the Divine Feminine? And what's going on with the divine masculine in our thinking. So what they want us to understand is to really get an understanding of having discernment, knowing that those things that you think that are glitter and gold, they really are not. And maybe it might be looking glittery because you're looking at it from the aspect of your emotions. Again, because anytime I see mass, it's emotions. You're making it saying, okay, it matches up with what I want, because again, it matches up with, for me, from this state of mind that I'm in, that I'm not being true to myself emotionally. And so I'm like, yeah, this makes me feel good. That's just like me having me a gallon of ice cream. I know everything, sirens going off every minute, police is always going around and doing something, and I go to get that gallon of ice cream to kind of help me drown those sorrows. Okay, that's good for just a certain amount of time, but that's not going to help to get me through it. So I'm masking it. I'm not dealing with what's going on with it. And so sometimes things that were going on with us, we have to understand that we've got to kind of remove those masks and like really deal with it and seeing things as they are. Emotionally, some of us are masking our emotions, and we're not really truly being able to discern what is really truly good for us and what's truly not. Okay. The next thing for the divine masculine energies, you got to get your stamina up. you're going to have to take you some spiritual Viagra. Some kind of way. Because some kind of way they say you're not running the distance. And you got to really be able to go run the distance. Something in your mind here, in your thinking, is stopping you from being able to do this, the one in the divine masculine energies. You want to, because you're saying it's not enough going around in my environment to help me to draw on from. But guess what? When you have times like this, Spirit is saying you gotta have to draw within. This is why you're in this desert moment. You got to finish the finish line, and you got to make off like a cheetah. Cheetahs run very long distances. Once they get their prey, they run out of steam, you know. So that's a lot of times they burn themselves out. It's like, I got it. Okay, now I'm tired. And they collapse. So a lot of times, you know, this is what you're working with. You're almost at the finish line, and you kind of seem like you got your goal in sight, but at the same time, you can't lose that energy and that stamina that got you there. So you've got to rely on what's within yourself, divine masculine energies. Also, it say milk and honey. Some of you all are getting very nostalgic again in your thinking. Well, this is what they're saying. In some ways, they're saying they want you to kind of get nostalgic about this, what happened in the past, the good times. I think about the good times. Those things. You want the good times for you to be able to think of, especially with union. Think about times when you were everything was going together, flowing like milk and honey. So especially with things that's going on here, this is a time that they're saying it's good for you to go back like Sankofa, snatch back the past and bring it forward. To think about those things that were good, because that's going to help to give you that stamina in your thinking, divine masculine energies, to understand that, you know, once upon a time things ran smoothly. You know, things are like this now, but trouble doesn't last always. And so this is what they want you to, in order for you to be able to think about union and get into union, think about that. Okay, so this time, thinking in the past is good. Most of the time they say, don't think about the past, but this time they say it's okay. They want you to think about the past. Let's look and see what's the heart of the matter. What's the heart of the matter? What they want you to concentrate as far as the heart of the matter. Clear. Divine feminine. Woo! I'm going to take it all. Because it's the reason why you came out like that. The reasons that we're here. The reason that we feel that wrong. Disappear. Oh, now, oh, craving your body. Now you ain't gonna go on. Alrighty then. Let's see. What is it? I'm gonna feel it is the right day to be real. Oh, love. Okay. Too many. Ooh, you really want to talk today. After all the reasons why. All right, here we go. I'm looking kind of foxy today. All right now. Thank you. I did see that comment. That came right on time. All right then. So it must be the new love that I'm feeling as a divine feminine. All right. Here we go. So a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay. All right, so divine feminines, they want you to really, you've been doing the work. You really have. It's kind of like time to now to reap and let the suitors or whoever it is to come for the laws of reciprocity of love to come back and return to you. Divine feminine, this is what they're saying. You've been practicing. So this new love is starting to come in more ways than one. I tell you that story. That it will be a while about yesterday and my little adventures here. So right now you're moving into this magician. You're making things, that's why I say watch it, because you're making things manifest very, very easily today. You're making things manifest. Again, and because you've been doing the work and looking at the man in the mirror. So you say, I've been looking at the man in the mirror, as MJ say. Okay, and this heart chakra to me seems like you really been in your heart chakra. This is really activated, and because you like your person, like you turn it on like ET, ding ding ding. Now you're calling them in, calling people in. They're calling in. I can tell you that. It's for myself too. So many people on Facebook's, exes from Texas. Yes, yesterday was wild. I'll tell the Sunshine Circle. I ain't telling you all. You got to be up in there. What happened to me yesterday? Very interesting. So here we got here. Oh, that right. Oh, it's chills going up your legs. Okay. So, oh, I see a 5-5, a change. So they're saying about flirt. Next thing, extend your lighthearted energies to others. To me, bring your high vibe up. Okay, so this is what the heart of the matter. They want you to bring your vibrations up. Bring your vibrations up again so it can be able to help others. Again, this is one of them days like here in the shy is very dark. It's very gloomy. So you could be able to bring up the vibration within the world too as well, especially with everything coming along. Because you bringing the high vibe up in yourself is also bringing on this cornucopia, all this abundance and things towards you. And then also understanding the second chakra, which again is in your you got this one. Hold on. Okay. Why is it yellow? And that's what we call it there. Okay, because that would be your okay, but that look like it would be more of an orangey color than that one, because that's your second chakra. Okay, but she look like she in her solar plexus. Okay. All right then. So understanding that to be able to stand, I'm gonna take it two ways because that's been coming out this week too. To stand in your power, but also the second chakra, that is your sacral. So again, to be able to extend, but why they got the color yellow there though? That's what's throwing me off. So I'm gonna put a combo to it. So again, in order for you to be able to connect with others and to manifest, to get into this power, they talk about this magician, to create this new love that they want you to manifest and to kind of draw yourself onto or draw onto you. You have to get into that understanding of in your sacral of creating and manifesting that together. And so when you get that lighthearted energies, you're able to draw those things to you. When you're in that heavy vibration, you can't be in magician mode. That's just impossible. And this is going to help you to stand in your power, because I'm still seeing a lot of yellow, which is throwing me off in all this, but okay, on that one. So the next thing for the divine feminine, you have healing family issues. I remember that, and that's something I remember Ethereal Sorceresses said in the Sunshine Circle about her grandma saying we healing the mother issues as well. So remembering that we got to kind of also forgive the benefits. Your life benefits as you forgive your parents. You've got to work on forgiving your parents. It doesn't matter if it's the father or is it the mother or whatever this parent issue that you have. And every time when I see this card, to me, it goes from this age to this age. Wherever this happened, this was childhood, inner childhood wound happened between these two age periods here. Even if it's the mothering, maybe the mother carries a very dominant masculine energy. So again, maybe where they think it was very stern, they thought it came from a more masculine place. You got to forgive them, and even if it's the father as well. So this is what it has to be healed right here for you, divine feminine. They want you to concentrate on that because as well. And I would say sometimes my mom kind of dominates in a masculine energy as well. So that would be for her. Okay. Next thing, seventh chakra. Again, Archangel Uriel, that's the crown chakra here. I had picked that up, I think, on yesterday about the crown chakra being very activated. We're getting a lot of downloads, especially with these solar flares going on. And then Friday is going to be the moon eclipse as well. And so we are getting, I know I have been, I've spoken and talked to Kathy D about that. So it's a lot of shifting and going on and reprogramming in our minds that's going to help us to be able to do this healing process. They're saying it's going to help you to maybe get the strength to walk away. That goes back to this separation. Some things that may have been triggered and started from family issues, such as the attack, the pain, the fear, and the judgment that might have stemmed from your family. issues that might cause you to have abandonment and rejection things. I know with something I was going through as well. I was like, this is nothing but just abandonment and judgment, abandonment and rejection. It might be judgment issues as well. So we have to keep that in mind as well. So we're walking away, okay? This is, to me, when I see this car, I know Jubilee 1111, I have this, but this to me is like her look to me is like, it's a playfulness. It's a, I know where I'm going, although you don't think you know where you're going. So to me, this is almost like your higher self, divine feminine. And I'm seeing this beautiful fuchsia color here, which is always represented to me, that bliss. This is bliss color in your high heart. Getting into that, the high heart energies, and just really truly following the bliss or the passion that God put into you or sources put into you. And it's like just like a smirk, like, I know what's going to happen next, but you don't, but I know. So this is going into the garden here as well, which is the garden, which is within you, the temple, the inner knowingness. Also with that is also, you might feel, it says anxiety as well. This family issues is bringing up anxiety. So they want you to kind of deal with that today. Some of you all know what that is. You might have some family issues that's going on here. So they want you to move out of that energy so you can be able to get healed. So, and then also rest and rejuvenation, just like my parent had told me. She said, I've been doing a lot of things. I'm overwhelmed with the kids, the work and stuff. And today I'm just going to take a day off. So you know what? If you need that, take that day, do a Netflix and chill today. Source is saying, if you need that, then find a way to find you some kind of moment in time to say, I'm going to close the door, and I just need me about 10 minutes or whatever it is. You're doing remote learning or, remote work, or if you're even at the job and just say, I know it's dreary here in the shy, but maybe I just go sit in the lobby or some other place in the lounge for a while and just say, I just need 10 minutes to myself, okay? For the divine masculine's energies here, we have religious factors. To me, when I see religious factors, it's saying, what is it, something that you're thinking over and over consciously, and it's stopping you, divine masculine energies, from getting into your divinity, okay? So this is really, and it could be spiritual things, your thoughts and your beliefs. I told you on yesterday that we got to kind of get radical. We got to get out of that old ideology. April always telling us we're moving, we're doing paradigm shift. That means the things that we used to rely on, we cannot. And we got to get out of that head space. And we got to rely on our heart as well. This is verified and clarified by 5th chakra as well. So we have here in the throat, here, the throat here, chakra. So it to me is, again, what that was like yesterday. How are you communicating this stuff? Meaning verbally and non-verbally, because this is all lending yourself to what things that you are religiously thinking or habitually doing the same thing over again, which is keeping you into that old template, to that old paradigm that you need to release and let go. It's not going to work. It's not going to get you into the age of Aquarius. Divine masculine energies, they also say they want you to give a chance, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Okay, so a lot of times, sometimes things happen. We go almost into self-sabotage mode. Kathy D had to walk me off the ledge. She said, what is you doing? It's not that serious. Just go with the flow. Let it go. I was like, okay. Oh, I was about to push this sucker right on up there. Bye. Take that and the bath water and the baby too. I can't. And she's like, you're not thinking. So I can see right now I'm in my divine masculine energy today. Although y'all say I look foxy, but within myself, I am divine masculine. This talking to me. I like this feminine side don't sound too much like me, but I'm in my masculine today. I told on myself. So again, in order for me to do that, and I'm going to have victory, I got to give it a chance. This is what I want. So I got to get out that self-sabotage mode. Again, they go that crown chakra. There was yesterday. Wasn't it the masculine had this? This again. Crown chakra. I started doing stuff like what April was doing. She was just like, peel, get that energy. Oh, it lightened it up. So I did it with a stone and some crystals. And just peeling it and throwing it away and peeling it and throwing it away. and peeling it because it was just getting so heavy. I just kept on with that. So if I want victory, I've got to make a choice about that. Am I doing this relationship or am I not? Okay. Next card is love yourself first. Well, we kind of mimicking each other, and that goes back to what this card says again, separation. You know, if I'm too tied up and I couldn't see the forest from the trees, then it was time for me to really do that separation, because that was a call for help. I was panicking, having pain, I was having fear, and I was judging the situation. So this is clarified by, again, attachments. Some of us, again, there we go, we learned this yesterday, the heaven and earth. What is this telling me? Right now, again, through this loving yourself first, we are attached to earthly things. We still, the mask is coming back out again. So now the divine masculine in some ways is also mimicking what the divine feminine energies here is, with this glitter and gold and all these masks here. So again, in this attachment, we've got to let go of these things that we're not really masking our emotions on things in the divine masculine energies. And so this is where, again, we're getting chained to the earthly things, the illusion, the 3D, like Kathy D. So you in that 3D thinking, you past that. We ain't in that part no more when we're talking about that. And I say, you're right. So in order for this, again, in this love yourself first, what the issue is here again, although we say the past is good, but see here in the divine masculine energies, your emotions is willing, but your divine masculine energies here, which is in your thinking, you're still holding on to the past. But last time when I did that, he told me X, Y, Z, and he was lying. So this time he doing the same thing, so he lying. Okay, and so then you see the arrow, Cupid's arrow, is like, stop that, and it shoots you with that love, that heart thing. Today, Kathy D was my Cupid. Like, stop it. You love him. So that's it. So this is what you have to do. Here again, spirit will shoot some kind of message to you to get the divine masculine today, to understand, to stop lingering and holding on to the past, especially when you take time out to separate and you practice your self-love. Another thing, you got to heal that broken heart. They're saying again. So that's why you got to take the time out and love yourself first. Also with this, they're saying hostilities. Okay, hostilities again. With me again, you being defensive about some things. You got the sword up. It's not sword down. That's your truth. You got it armed and ready to say, anybody come near me, or that you want somebody's head on a platter, on the chopping block. Somebody got the answer to something. And so now it's time when you're in that kind of energies, there's for you to kind of pull back. You're defensive. Also some contract, some kind of agreement here that you done came up. Now this could be, we looking like some karmic, could be soul contract, karmic contract, whatever it is, some agreement that you have that's binding. It's not while you are binding yourself. Let's put it today, they say it's more so a binding. You're binding yourself to an ideology or an idea of something, which is causing you to be blind, and you can't really truly balance the scales for it to have temperance, for it to have an evenness today. So today contract means binding, like you just agree and you just latched on to this idea of something, and that's stopping you from actually being able to see. Okay, next one for the divine masculine, you got reconciliation. So you really truly do in your heart space want to have this coming together, and someone from your past is returning to your life. So you are thinking, I'm thinking also, you all are having divine masculines a lot of dreams about what's going on with this divine feminine. So that's another part of downloads. You kind of reconciling some things that's happening in subconsciously, could be karmically as well. You're working out some things and you're getting some messages from that. Woman holding the coin. So this is helping you to move into this energies of understanding. To me, when I see the coin, it's like 3D. You move into me when she's like this, she's more in the spiritual thing realm. And so now you're understanding that even in the spirit of the 50 idea of her, that you bring it down, that also she has the way or the answer to be able to make this manifest even in the 3D. Okay, it's got confirmation, got it. But you also got this thinking here, because here come this black cat again, which we talked about that earlier, about these religious thinking. Still, she's coming bringing you this, but still in the 3D, you still got this thought about, again, superstitious. If I do this, then this is going to happen. So you got to kind of clear this out. They say give the relationship a chance, but you still got this thinking right here, which is, again, religious thoughts. Okay? And then chemistry. Okay, you understand divine source wants you to understand that you have chemistry, that there's a strong magnetic pull here or attraction here. You understand that the divine feminine energies holds the light. She's the leader. And your job is to be attracted to that light, to help her hold the light, for her to be able to do her work and your work and connect it together for you all to bring the light to the world together. Okay. This is it. She's very grounded and rooted in this. I see also 2 colors here that pops for me, which is the blue, the communication, where we talked about that the throat chakra came out, and also in your solar plexus, standing in your power as well. So you got to get grounded and rooted in your communication. How are you communicating this to yourself? And then also in your heart space, how you be able to stand in your power of understanding that of your authority as well. And just like she's covering herself and understanding what things she's got to be grounded and rooted in. And she's got to be the anchor to be able to hold this light. Okay, so now this interesting, yours came out there. Man holding coins. Okay, so again, to me, when I look at this, it's like I'm a master. I have mastery over my 3D dimension. I know how to hold it. I know how to fold it. I know how to turn it. I know how to manipulate. I know what to do with this 3D here. So in your thinking, you pretty much got a balance here. You got both of them that came up here. So you too want to show up in the 3D as a person who has great mastery over the 3D. That's why they say this great chemistry. So in order for this attraction, you to be the divine is telling you, or source is trying to tell you, you got to get into this mode, divine masculine, where you are really have mastery over the 3D. Okay. At the same time, you've got to have patience too, because some of you are a little frustrated, a little overwhelmed, and you feeling attacked, pain, judgment, and that's why separation is a call for help there too in your energy. So you got to become patient. Okay. All right then, let me whiz on through this. 3 minutes. Okay, it's probably gonna be 33. That's what I'm picking up. All right, let's see what you're hiding. Clear. What they want you to work with. Divine feminine. What they want you to work with. I like that. Fragmentation. Do some chakra work. They saying in your divine masculine energies, chakras down here below. That's the root, the sacral, and the solar plex. You're missing this, but this is the key to you to be very balanced here. And so this is where you're separated. You're separated in these energies here. Okay. This is okay, but what I'm picking up is once you get this together, this is going to light up and be colorful or white instead of this kind of like transparent and kind of gray like this, because it's interesting that she's got flowers here. So to me, that means in your heart space, this is ready to bloom. It has bloomed, but it doesn't have any color to it. So you want to give it life. Right up here don't have life. Why don't have life? Because you haven't gotten this together. Okay. All right. And the next one for the divine masculine. You feel like you're colorless, like you don't have enough, what you're doing, you're not being divine or being able to use the powers that you have. You want this freedom back here. There go the horse. But again, it's something happening behind the scenes that could come and like pass you up. I think about the dark horse. It's something unexpected that's happening behind the scenes as far as you getting your freedom. But if you're not on top of things, it could pass you up. So you got to get yourself into the high vibe. You got to get out of this state of mind so you can be able to catch it. Okay? For you divine masculines. What things do you have to change? Clear. Divine feminine. Today. Your decisions, how you making decisions, okay? Get into your heart space. Let that be your foundation. Let spirit guide you. At the center of it, be able to stand in your power and then transform yourself into being able to, in your sacral, which is how you are relating to others, like they said, and then also this new love and how you're creating and manifesting, so it can help you to get in that magician mode. You got to be willing to take this next step, okay? Get together in your crown chakra, get that a little more stronger there here, because this is a little light more than I want to. But the center of the focus of understanding is that, again, you got to stand in your power in order for you to take the next step. In the background is your heart chakra, which is your heart's desire. Get into that energy as well. They keep saying here, I thought this came out the other day, you got a new career. They want you to start focusing in on something new that you've got to be working on, that they want you, because it's going to help you to be able to help you to relate with others better. And then it's also saying it's going to help you to be able to manifest things. So some of you all, I don't know if this resonates for everybody, but somebody, you always got to change and get your new career. And your crown chakra is going to help to blossom. So you open yourself to crown chakra to get those downloads, and it's going to help you to blossom and grow. Okay? For the divine masculine, says for you to keep the faith. Okay? Yeah, a lot of crown chakra. Open yourself up. Let that get activated. Let those downloads come to you. Especially like you say, you're dreaming. You're getting some things there as well. And your third eye being able to see too. I forgot about that. Being able to see as well what you need to do is your vision, your next step. Because you too, now you got to eliminate some things, because you got the color brown here in order for you to transform what's going on with you. And then you also got to stand in your power as well. So this is that. But it's got purple everywhere. Crown chakra and your third eye is pretty much in this to be able to create that change. Okay. Next, what do you have to surrender today? Clear? What you have to surrender today? Not too many. I don't feel that. There we go. Divine feminist, they say surrender unhealthy relationships. It means how you're relating to other people. Is other people relationships, is it toxic? Toxic people, you deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. That's going to help to bring in that new love. So you're going to find yourself again where they say that separation is good, separation is called. So this is what they talk about, this separation energy. So this again, you're going to start looking at things, are you, I forgot who I was watching, somebody was saying about, going through and saying, does this serve me? If it's not, you got to get rid of. It might be Daniellleboomlle, I think. He was talking about that. You got to kind of separate and get rid of those people that no longer serve you. It's not helping you to elevate and go to the next level. Especially if you want this new love. Because I don't know what it is. Because like I said, some of us, divine feminines, we turn it on. And we got exes from Texas contacting us and want us to be on friends with them and talking to us. And, you got to say, okay, do you really help to elevate where I am, or are you bringing some more drama to my life? It's not, then thank you for contacting me. Yes, I'm still in the land of living. Thank you for confirmation, but I don't want no parts of it. Thank you. Stay right over there on your side where you was at. Thank you. Wherever you was at, stay over there. So here we go for the divine masculine. We have surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationship. So again, you being right, to me, I'm being drawn to, this is stopping you from having your stamina. Like I said earlier, and you got to have patience. And that same thing like me. This is my card. I thought that I was writing what I was saying. That's why I said I see my divine masculine energies today. And so you have to kind of really understand that it's not about what's right and what's wrong. It's what makes what I tell you all that's all right in your soul. Is it well in my soul? Then okay, that's fine. So that's what we have to go by, in your heart. Okay, and surrender stress. That kind of goes back to chemistry. Chemistry can also be stress too. I forgot to say that, but I took the positive. So again, with that chemistry, making sure to take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go and you can come back to yourself. Again, that separation, just like what my parents said. She said, I'm going to have to take time out because I'm getting overwhelmed. This is the same thing. We have rest and rejuvenation on the divine feminine side as well. So we are got some mirroring going on. And surrender your frustration. Okay, that's where the patience card came in, divine masculine. You're frustrated because you say, look like this going on the same thing again. You're going back to the past. Some of you are not in a healthy way, and it's not helping you. So it says frustration doesn't open any doors. Resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. And that's what they say about separation and taking you what's called a time out. Okay. Spirit guided me today. Where's the rest of these cards? Okay. Spirit guided me today to say what energies is it pushing us towards. And then I'm going to do the rebel thing, and then that's it. Clear. So collectively, what is it? Woohoo! That's a lot of energies. Okay. I'm getting like pushed. It's like, you pushing me. Stop pushing me. So, okay, all right. So the energies that it wants to get into is the Knight of the Knight of Pentacles. Again, this is to be, again, you're walking away with something, again, in your thinking. You got your freedom here, like I said, but this is a black horse. So something's going on behind the scenes that you don't know of. But once it's happened, you got to watch it because you don't want it to kind of pass you up. Okay, when I see that, guys, I always think it's the dark horse. And dark horse is most of the time that saying means something that gets you off guard. You want to be on guard when this opportunity presents itself in the 3D. Okay, so he walking, he don't even know his blessings following him. That's why I'm talking about this dark horse here. So you want to be, while you busy, this is like a person, like I'm busy on my grind, but at the same time, don't forget about you being blessed. You know, that is following you. You know, all he got to do is turn around and he see all this, oh my God, look at all this good, this trailing behind me. So, you know, he on his grind, he's got his strategies, but let's not forget that too as well, that the blessings. You can look at it two ways since we're talking about the past for this one. Like, what things have you been blessed in the past by? Okay, so I'm going to take it that way because they said we told you about the past. Today they want you to kind of think about how far have you came and where you are now, and how you still trailblazing the way to go towards your goal that you want to. But again, like I say, things is happening behind the scenes, but just don't let it sneak up on you either as well, okay? Next one, not a night thing. So we really strategize. It's not a Knight of Wands. Get that ego in check too, especially divine masculines. I talk to myself. Be relaxed and calm where you are. They said that again. Although things around you, there's nothing to draw on, but also you always be ready for action, okay? Make sure that you have this courage. You want to use the lion energy in a positive aspect, okay? Keep your high watch up. Put your boundaries up. Like you say, again, separation. No, today I can't come out to play. Mama say I can't. Source say I can't come out to play. I got to work on myself. Okay, emotionally, both of you that's interested in your thinking and in your emotions, you're supposed to still have both of them. Look, they got the high watch. They still watching. She like, yeah, I'm watching you. Yeah, what you doing? Okay, so this is the same thing. He's focused here, but hers is like, I'm watching you, but not with a trust either. So let's kind of watch that as well, okay, in this energies. But we're still keeping the high watch, and this is why you got to have these boundaries, these healthy boundaries as well. Yeah, she got that look like, yeah, okay, now you make one step, yeah, it's going to be on and popping, okay? And then they also want us to have this strength, okay, that they want us to move. You know, you got to be like Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is a divine spirit that I always call on. That's one of a warrior spirit, but she's very soft and gentle. She's like wind. Wind is soft, but it can be very powerful when it gets started up. This is when I look at this. This is like that Kuan Yin energies as well. Soft like a lamb, being able to follow what the master's voice and tell you what to do. Although some people say that's meek, you weak. No, I'm meek. You know, I'm mild, but you know, again, I still got this power behind me. So they want you to move into that kind of energy as well. And then you got this lion here again, and we talked about that earlier about the two energies. You got to watch the ego, but you want to more so move into the courage part of it is in your in your emotions as well. Okay. All right. And I don't know why I was led to do my rebel deck. Let's do a laugh for the day. What does source want to say? His lasting words. That's interesting. Clear. What's the message? Can I just have one card, please? Ha ha! I got a flyer. I love it. Check yourself. You're playing with fire. Now, what they say about this one, check yourself, you're playing with fire, that means get into action, okay? You're playing with it. You're not getting into action like you're supposed to. You're just playing and toying around with it. They gave you all these things that you have to do. All of these things seem like they're not things of action, or they're actions. They got action wands here. But to me, this is more of a passive action. It's not one of action that you're actually doing something, the opposite of. So still in doing these passive actions where they're saying take you separation or take you a break and rest, that's still action that you're doing as well. So understanding the fire here. Fire means action. So check yourself. Check yourself and seeing what type of action you need to take today. Do you need to rest? Do you need to actually do something? Do you need to just watch and be on guard? Do you need to put your boundaries up? So those are the things that they're talking about you need to do for today. I said 33. I went to 41. That's a good one. All right then, people. Let me check in and see everybody. That is the keys for today. I know it's a long lesson today. But it was needed. All right. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Jupiter 11. Hey, Ethereal again. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Kathy D. You see me shout you out? Hey, Kelly. All right there. All right there. Everybody have, it won't let me go any further than that. Everyone have a wonderful sunshine-filled day. Take those keys and actually apply it to your life. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste. Namago. Mwah. Have a winning day.